Danny Flexen for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by unbeaten cruiserweight boxer champion Mikael
Yeah,
Lawal. I've got to get used to not calling it Ultimate Boxer anymore.
yeah. How you doing, man? You good?
I'm good,
That's.
yeah. How are you?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Just training. Just finished training now actually. So
Just
yeah,
tell
it's
us a
good.
little bit about your Stonebridge Boxing Club, West London based. How did you
Yeah.
end up there? What's the journey that kind of brought you to where you work from now?
Um. Basically, I was just a kid, just got into a lot of trouble and stuff like that. So the hospital I was in referred me to start boxing classes and whatnot. So I basically did some research and found me like a free club to go to. From there, I kind of like fell in love with the sport of boxing. And after that, I just basically, I think one of my friends came to Stonebridge Boxing Club, and yeah, just ever since then, I've just loved it. I literally just stuck with it. I
How
think I was
old were you when you got referred?
so at the time when I was in hospital, I think at the time I was like 17 years old. So it was more for that anger management kind of thing, just to just deal with all my issues and stuff that I had going on at the time. So yeah, that was just to help me out, basically.
And obviously, I have to ask, what led you to being there in the first place at the age of 16 or 17?
What you talking about, hostel and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Yeah, I was basically homeless. For a lot of people don't really know my story. I was homeless in Nigeria, and I had a lot of issues that led up to that. And it was British High Commission that brought me back to the UK. So then I lived with like a family friend that didn't really work out. So then I then moved in. I was then homeless once again, but in the UK, and then I got into a hostel after that.
How old were you when you came back to the UK from Nigeria?
I was sorry. Um, oh, sorry. Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah. I was like when I came back to the UK, I was 16, I believe. 16. Yeah, 16. Yeah.
That must have been pretty tough coming back somewhere where you hadn't kind of spent a lot of time and then also not being able to live in a normal family environment. How
Yeah.
how did you kind of deal with that, at least before boxing came into your life?
It was hard. It would be hard for anybody, especially having to. That was like a real shock to the system, to my life as well. Like it was just, but I just had to adapt with it, and yeah, I had a lot of struggles, man. I was literally, um, because of things like that, it put me into depression. I was always down all the time. I was getting into a lot of trouble, hanging with a bad crowd, like bad crowds and stuff like that. Just because I think it was more. I was trying to find a family, if that makes sense. So I would hang around with certain people that didn't really care about me, and I'll do certain things just to seek acceptance, kind of thing, which was pretty stupid. But at the time, I didn't know that.
And how have you managed to get from where you were then to where you are now? And what's boxing's role been in that development?
It's pretty much been all boxing. I know it's same thing to say, but it's pretty much been like if it wasn't for boxing, I don't really I don't really think I would have gotten out of that dark place that I was. Like boxing has pretty much just given me a second chance in life, and obviously given like it's given like people hope, like people have hope in me and stuff like that. Like and see what I can bring to the table, kind of thing. So it's been nice. I like that feeling. I like that, So it's been good.
And what's your, if you don't mind me asking, what's your living situation now?
Yeah, this past year has been very hard. I mean, been on boxing and all, like it's basically self-employed, so it's been very hard. Like it definitely did put me through the paces. I've even had my girlfriend. She had to help me out a few times and through this hard because she continued working. Um, so yeah, it's been very hard. So now, but I'm starting to get through it. I've got a fight coming up, and on 10th of November on a boxing card. So that should be good. So things are looking up. So I'm looking forward to it.
And you won the boxer tournament, of course. You looked a class above the field, it's fair to say. When you entered the tournament, made that decision, did you feel that you would prove to be a higher level than everyone in it rather than just win it and it be close at any point?
Yeah, 100%. I knew I was gonna win it. I had no doubt about that. When I was going into it, I didn't expect them to make me the favorite. So obviously that put a bit more pressure on me in a way, because I think I didn't know I was the favorite until I literally walked through for the press conference, and I was like, oh, well, I'm the favorite. You know,
Yeah.
it was a bit of a shock to me. So, but I did what I had to do. You know, I got in there. I saw the opponents. You know, I had one or two that I was a bit more worried about, but I was like, you know, I've got to do what I've got to do. This is, you know, you got to adapt to these type of situations, especially in boxing. And I did. I did what I had to do and got through it and won.
And what's the situation with you and Boxer now? Are they your sole promoter? Are you going to be
Yeah,
just on their shows all the time?
yeah. Basically, yeah. Just with Boxer, they're gonna. We've worked, you know, kind of got a good. I got a very good deal with them, and so it's very good. And hopefully, I'll be able to. If certain fights come up where like I would have to find other shows, you know, it's one of those things I would have to put into discussions with Boxer. But it's quite they're good. They're good guys, so I'll pretty much in work with them.
What sort of fights are you looking for, and what sort of titles do you want to compete for? You must have like everyone wants a world title ultimately, but what's your route to get there?
Um, so, so basically, I just wanna. I've got like a little fight coming out. So on the first on 10th of November, the boxer show. So after that, I'm just it's more like of a prenup fight basically. But obviously, I'm still taking it seriously. You can't overlook anyone. But I don't really like to look past that. But after that, I definitely want to go for the eliminate for British title with Luke Watkins, and or something. You know, I want to then after that just go for anyone after that. But yeah, I don't really like to look too far ahead. I like to just take it one step at a time.
I mean, the current champions domestically are obviously Richard Riakporhe for the British. Chris Billam-Smith's got the Commonwealth. What do you
Yeah.
make of those two guys, and how far away do you feel you are for challenging them? Not necessarily in terms of ability, but in terms of doing the 12 rounds and everything else.
Um. Well, next year definitely. I'm thinking I'm going to be going in with all these guys. So yeah, next year is going to be a big year for me. It's going to be a very busy year. And so yeah, the Billam-Smith and Riakporhe, all good fighters. I watched their fight when they fought each other. They're good fighters. You know, I've got respect for them as well. So yeah, it should be. I'm definitely going to be going against all these top guys in the UK at the moment.
Is the British title something like a means to an end, a stepping stone to where you want to go, or does it mean something to you personally?
Yeah, the British titles. You know, it's definitely. It's a lot of boxers in the UK try to go for the British title, and it's one of the best belts to get. You know, then obviously it's a nice stepping stone to get to get to the European world as well. So definitely it's definitely a title I would like to get my hands on. You know, and to be a part of history as well, to be known as one of the British cruiserweights who held the British cruiserweight title as well. So that'd be nice.
Who are your kind of boxing idols? Who do you look up to? Who do you watch?
Um, Recently I've been watching a lot of Holyfield. I've been
Okay.
watching them quite a lot. I never used to watch them before, but I'm watching them and been studying them a bit as well. Usyk, I sparred him as well, and I love his style. I try not to copy his out or try. I just take little bits and pieces from here and there, and just try to add it to my technique and whatnot, and to try and improve myself. But no, I don't try to watch them too much and copy what they're doing because everyone's got their own style. Yeah, so basically, if I would say who I watch the most right now, it's probably Usyk.
When did you spar Usyk?
When did I spar him? 2 years ago now, actually. Yeah, 2 years. Oh, yeah, 2 years ago.
What did that do for you? How did it help your own game?
Yeah, that was my greatest experience I've ever had. Basically, it was like, I used to say as a joke, like, it's almost like sparring a ghost. But yeah, but yeah, he was just so elusive, so fast. Just his boxing brain and everything was just like so many classes above. But obviously, if it's like I went, sometimes I'll go in there try and rough him up or whatever. But after a while you'd get tired, and I could tell after I was only doing like 4 rounds, like there would be 4 of us, and we'd all do 4 rounds each, and he'd still keep the same pace and outwork us as well. But then sometimes I may outwork him, but after the 4 rounds I'll be blowing, and I'd be like, shit, if it's that I had to like continue, yeah, I probably would have, So it was definitely a great learning experience for me. So yeah, and obviously I learned a lot.
He's moving up, or he's already moved up actually to heavyweight, but his second fight at the weight's going to be against Derek Chisora at Halloween. What do you make of his chances in that? Can he carry that ability up to heavyweight?
I sparred Chisora as well back a long time ago, but I sparred him as well. Yeah, I mean, the way Usyk is very elusive and fast, the speed is carrying that speed up as well. Like, we've got to remember, like, Usyk has basically fought at heavyweight before in the amateurs, I believe. Yeah. I think he fought George Race, and he beat him in class fashion. So I don't really think he's got too much to worry about. But obviously, it's the heavyweight division, so you still got to be careful. But I definitely see it kind of edging into Usyk's way.
And for people that haven't seen you before, you've got this big fight. Well, you've got this boxer show fight coming up. What can they expect from you? What describe your style, if you like? Why should they tune in?
Yeah, I don't really think I've ever really showed my style. So coming out now is to box, and show my boxing IQ and show that I belong with the world class boxers. And so that's really what I want to show now. It's not just, I don't want to just go in there and be like, oh yeah, I've got brute strength and that's all to me. No, there's more to me. I'm a boxer. I want to express myself, and that's what I'm trying to do.
And how can people who want to know more about you, how can they find you on social media?
Yeah, so all platforms basically, Lethal Lawal together, and that's me. It's Instagrams, Twitter, I think Facebook and whatever. Yeah, that's me.
Great stuff. All right, well, I really appreciate your time. And
thank you, man.
Look forward to seeing you back in action very soon.
100%, man. 100%. Thank you.
Cheers, Mikael. Take care.
You too, brother.